You can always come back. You can always come back. Dude, that song is Majin's Wait For You. That song really brings back like memories, dude. Because I can remember, dude, I hate Teslas because their lights are so fucking bright for no reason, dude. Bruh. Um, sorry, I complain a lot, I realize. But that song brings back a lot of memories because I remember finding it on the bus of like when I started high school. And high school was a very weird year for me. Like years. It was two very weird years. Because what it feels like is that I've lost touch with all of my old friends, like from middle school and all that, because I would see all my old friends like every day on this bus and I would see them, but I would be so not social, and I would just put on my headset and listen to music and just wait to get to my destination, you know what I'm saying? Um, and then I started feeling like I started feeling a lot of FOMO, you know. I started to feel like I was missing out because all of my old friends were like at the back of the bus, you know, talking and having fun. And the bus was like segregated, it felt like, between, you know, the cool kids who sit in the back and talk, and then there was me who tried to fit in. So I kind of sat in the seats in the back, but I didn't sit all the way in the back, you know. That's a really like dumb thing to try to fit in because I don't know, it just wasn't me. It just wasn't fun. It just sucked a lot, you know. Trying to fit in when you're not like invited to sit in the back. When you're not invited to do something and then you still do it. It's like this sense of like weird guilt, I guess. But it's weird moving away or like not being in touch with the old people that I used to talk to every day, you know, because they were good people and they were funny, and you know, there's a reason they were my friends and all that. And it just kind of sucks not having contact with them. You know, like there's at least like two girls in like the old friend group that I like liked. Um, you know, I would like, dude, I feel like I'm gonna regret not taking a chance with one of them because when I was younger, I remember me, and because we lived close, so I remember me and both these girls, we would sneak out and we would like just walk around in the middle of the night and we would like talk and we would like ride bikes around them, whatever. And I remember we snuck into our old school a bunch. But, and that's like a very core memory for me right now. because I remember sitting there with the one girl. I remember I was very like, this was the day before I moved to Canada, and it was like the last time I would see them for a while, so I wanted to do something. Uh, so I told this one girl, "Do you want to sneak out tonight or something?" Um, and then she said, "Yeah, should I ask this girl as well?" And I was like, "No, I only want you there." Very wistful, you know. So me and this girl, we went out, and then, like in the middle of the night, and we snuck in our old school, and we found like this big mattress, and we just kind of laid on it, and I remember we cuddled, and I had brought a blanket because I thought that was romantic or something, and then like I turned on a movie, and for some reason I turned on a horror movie, I think, just for some fucking reason, but she like ended up falling asleep, I think, on my chest, and now that's like a big memory, like an important, a very nice memory that I have. But I really miss both of those girls because they were honestly just very good, or like very fun to be around, and like cool people. And I think like if we were closer, I think that would be really cool as well, because I don't know, I just kind of miss having like girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of girlfriends anymore because they've like all moved away basically. I think if they still lived here, I may have tried to like contact them more, but um I don't know. We kind of like, before I moved, I was like very, yes, it was so like such a weird, such a sucky like thing that happened, because you know, we moved to Canada, like my whole family, for 2 years, and I'm not regretting Canada. Canada was a very, I had a good time in Canada. I made a lot of good friends and a lot of pretty crazy experiences. But I was like best friends with these girls before I moved to Canada, and then we would talk like a little bit here and there, and they would like talk to me with, they would talk about me to their like new friends that they made. Like this was in middle school, but like and then 2 years passed. I hadn't really talked to them that much, but when I came back, I was very awkward, and I was super weird, or like I was so just like not social for some reason, and it's like I didn't know the people around me anymore, and I just felt like I didn't fit in my class anymore, which really sucked, because then I stopped talking to the people who were like really awesome to be around, and I stopped talking to like the girls that I was close with, and I hadn't talked to my friend in a really long time. Honestly, I miss that a lot. But I guess that's kind of like how every person experiences life ever. You're always nostalgic about the things that are gone, and you're missing them and wishing that some things would be different. It kind of sucks that we think like that, because are we ever gonna be like satisfied with what we got if we're just gonna like keep on being nostalgic and sad about the past not being present anymore? Oh, bars. I don't know. It just kind of sucks, you know. But there's no reason to complain. You know what I'm saying? If I want to talk to them, I can just shoot them a message and be like, hey, how are you doing? You know? But I feel like that's weird, just out of nowhere, asking someone how they're doing. Because I feel like that's like, that'll look like I'm trying to hit them up, or I'm trying to like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just being honest and being like, hey, how you doing? I've missed talking to you. Maybe just being honest is the move. I don't know. But I'm terrible at being direct, and I'm terrible at being honest. You know. So I don't know, man. I just feel kind of, I don't know. It's just like, especially the thing with me coming home from Canada and then not like basically not being friends with them anymore, or like barely talking with them, and just this weird vibe between us. It really sucked. Like, really, really sucked. But anyways, I'm at work now basically, so I'm in the video gang. There's a hell of a lot of traffic, but yeah, adios.